Poldark.
Hello, Ginny.
Well, I wasn't expecting no company, sir.
No, I'm not company, Ginny, and I'm not staying. I was on my way back from Truro, and I saw this cheese on a stall. Looked a ripe one. Thought you might like it.
Oh, that's kind, sir. Oh, it is ripe, too. Won't you sit down a minute?
No, I won't stay. How are you keeping?
Oh, fine, sir. I've got this and tucked up safe and sound. Won't be slipping away like the last.
When's it due?
4 months.
Oh, you'll have the fine weather then.
Hope so. Put him out in the sun then. Get him off to a good start.
It's going to be a boy then, is it?
Well, I've been thinking of it as that. It wouldn't make no difference to me, though. Everything all right up at the house? I saw Demelza the other day. She brought some eggs down. She's growing something fast. Like rhubarb in a pail, Jim says.
Oh, she's mistress of the kitchen now. She tells Prudie when to get up and when to go to bed.
Felt real bad about Jim leaving you and going back to work in the mine. You've been good to us, sir, and I didn't want him to go. His chest aren't good anyway. But he said he had to earn more. Now there's going to be 3 of us.
Oh, I'd have done the same, Ginny. I hope my own mine will be going soon. He can come back and work for me then if he wants.
Oh, excuse me. Captain Poldark?
Hello, Nick.
Oh, we're looking for Jim?
He's not back from the mine yet.
Oh, well, I'll walk on up and meet him on the way.
What did you want, Nick?
Oh, this and that. Just wanted to word with him. I'll walk on up. Captain?
I didn't know Jim and Nick Vigus were so friendly.
Oh, you've been saying a bit of each other.
Well, I'll be getting back.
Come, Poldark. I wish you'd have a word with Jim.
About what?
Fact is, Nick Vigus have been taking Jim poaching some nights. Well, it worries me.
Have you spoken to Jim?
Oh, yes, sir. He says he'll stop as soon as the baby's born, but he likes for me to have something different now and then. I can't make him understand it. Tain't worth the worry to me.
I'll tell him to come up to the house when he gets in. Tell him there's some eggs he can have. I'll talk to him then.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'll tell him.
Goodbye, Jenny.
Goodbye, sir.
When will you be back again?
In 3 weeks. How long must we go on meeting like this? Come away with me? Is it that you're afraid?
No, Andrew.
I wouldn't blame you.
No.
I've been honest with you. I've told you everything. I expect no special favors for being honest. Only that if you come to me, you come knowing all, with no illusions about the kind of man that you'd be marrying.
I have no illusions. I need none.
Whatever sort of man I am now, whatever sort of man I may be in the future, if you come to me, you'll be coming to a man who did that terrible thing, however I explain it. However you understand it. That man is standing before you now.
I will come to you, Andrew.
But when? We've been meeting here for nearly 9 months by the good grace of your cousin. I feel that we meet like criminals. Are you hoping that your father will have a change of heart?
No. He'll not change his mind nor his heart.
Why should we wait longer then? What profit is there in it?
I've been waiting only to feel sure. In the normal way, we would have got to know each other through an engagement and discovered if we really liked each other.
Do you love me?
Yes, Andrew. I've loved you almost from the first. But I'm not so foolish as to think love is everything. I could have been mistaken. Love is more likely to deceive a woman than a man, so I had to be sure. I am sure. I'll come away with you. I'll have my things ready here for you the next time you come.
Love.
Master's coming.
Oh, thank you, Demelza.
Get you something, can I?
There's no need, child. I must be taking my leave. I've a tide to sail with in the morning.
Oh, I wish I were a man. I'd be a seafarer too. Go to all them countries. To Africa and the Indies.
The Captain Blamey sails only as far as Lisbon.
Well, not me. I'd go farther. I'd go on to America, where Captain Poldark's been. And then on to China, may up Japan.
Demelza's been looking at the atlas again.
The only thing is, I'd be feared of falling off the edge.
The world is round, child.
Ah, so they say, but ain't no one seen it round, have they?
No, but then no one's fallen off the edge either.
Well, seems to me, Captain, that if they did, they wouldn't live to tell the tale, so we wouldn't know nothing about it, would we?
Still, you'd expect sailors to have seen the edge or sailed near it.
Well, mayhap they have. and haven't known it. Surrounded by mist and fog, I reckon, Tess.
Well, Captain Blaine is going only as far as Lisbon, so I'm sure he'll be safe, Demelza.
Well, I'd keep a sharp lookout all the same if I were you, Captain.
Captain Poldark, I was just leaving.
Oh, stay for supper.
Thank you, but I've a tide to catch at Falmouth. That waits for no man.
There's a package outside in the hall for you.
For me? Ooh.
She has looked after us well all these months.
Oh, sounds as if your visits are coming to an end.
Will you come out with me?
Yes.
Goodbye, Poldark.
Goodbye, Captain.
Hey! Suzanne's.
Good. You can wear it when you serve guests.
Like to see it on then, would he?
You! Can you not say, would you?
Like to see it on then, would you?
No, not now.
What'd you buy it for then, if you don't want to see me in it?
I'll see you in it when you have occasion to wear it.
I've no pleasure getting nothing from you. You might as well brought something out for the cat.
Why, Demelza, it's beautiful.
Ah, it is. And you can wear it when the guests come. And when they don't, I might as well wear the sax from the band for all he cares.
I think you've hurt her feelings, Ross. What did you say to her?
I said nothing, but I'll be damned if I'll be spoken to like that in my own house. Why are you smiling?
Do you know, I think she is in love with you.
Oh, don't be foolish. She's a child.
She's turned 16, hardly a child. Well, she'll get over it, I'm sure. But you shouldn't be so rough with her.
All I did was buy her a dress so she may look decent in front of guests. How are you?
I'm going away with him. There's no reason to wait longer.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Thanks to you. I shall never be able to repay you.
You'll repay me by being happy.
I wish you too could be happy.
I am happy. Or at least I'm content. The farm is working, and the mine soon will be.
Elizabeth gave birth to a son yesterday morning. They are both well. I've been asked to invite you to the christening. It's in 6 weeks. I should tell you that George Warlegan is to be the boy's godfather.
Nicholas's son.
Will you come?
Yes, why not?
Why not? I shall not be there. I shall bring a few things in a case the next time I come here, Ross. I shall go back with Andrew to Falmouth.
Jim Carter's here, sir. Says you told him to come up for some eggs.
I did. Tell him to come in.
Don't bother to come out. Thank you again.
Come in there, Jim.
I got the eggs, sir. 'Tis kind of ye.
Nick Vigus came looking for you a while ago.
Oh, that's right. He met me coming down from the mine.
I didn't know you and he were such good friends.
Well, sir, not exactly good friends. You see,
Have you been out poaching with him? Well?
Once or twice, sir. Nothing much.
It's a fool's game to play. I know Nick makes it all look easy, but he's got no wife and he's got no child coming. If he gets caught, no one will suffer but himself. What does Ginny say?
Same as you, sir.
Well, she's got a better head on her shoulders than you. Combing wreckage on a beach is one thing. Poaching is another matter.
All right, sir. I'll see to it. Goodbye, sir.
But what's this here and here?
Well, those are the limits of the workings of the old Trevorgy mine as far as is known. These workings were old when my great-grandfather came to Trenwith, and that was 100 years ago.
Ah, they knew what they were about in those days.
What do you mean, sir?
What do I mean? Why, damn it, Dr. Choke, 'tis as plain as your nose. If the old men were working a here and here, they were working the back of Leisure Lode before it was discovered on Poldark land.
Bless me, sir. Can you read all that from these drawings? I never could follow a plan on paper. But how, then, does that assist us?
It means that the old miners would not have driven all this way under such conditions for nothing.
No, they'd avoid all but the shallowest underground work. They had to.
And why was that, Captain Henshaw?
Why, damn it, Joke, the pumps weren't good enough, not then.
No, Captain Poldark is right. If they went that far, right across Trinigos land here, then they must have found some good return as they went along.
I would guess they were following tin and struck copper.
It is very possible. It might just join up with the copper lode you found in your mine. If it does, 'tis very rich.
I have a great respect for the ancients. Have some snuff, Henshaw.
No, I thank you.
Yes, a very great respect.
Gentlemen, we've been talking for nearly 18 months and we've had all the advice we're going to get. When I first came home, I raised a loan from Pascoe's to do some preliminary work on the mine. Part of it I used for that purpose, and part of it for other things, but that's neither here nor there. I have been paying interest on that loan ever since. I mention it to show that I am already committed, heavily. I must now find partners who are ready to come in and risk capital. We must make a decision today. And preferably within the next half hour, since I have an appointment elsewhere.
Henshaw, you have the most experience. What do you say?
Oh, the mine looks promising, but the success of the venture does not depend entirely on the working of the lode. 'Tis conditions in the market must determine our course.
Precisely what I would say. Now, I attended a patient last week who holds shares in the Dolly Coath mine, and he let it fall that they are closing all the lower levels.
I heard much the same about Wheel Wreath and Wheel Fortune.
Well, Poldark, what do you say to that? If the largest copper mine in the country is reducing output, what chances are small venture?
Our overheads are smaller too.
But the price of copper may fall even lower, sir.
Or it may rise.
But it may fall.
I cannot guarantee your money, Dr. Choke. This is a venture in trade. It's true, 2 large mines have closed this year and a number of smaller ones. But this will halve the output of the Cornish industry. Sooner or later, the price will rise again.
I agree with Captain Poldark. By the time the mine is working again, conditions in the market may well have changed. In any case, the risk is well worth taking for £100 apiece.
Oh, it would take more than 100 apiece. To be sure, we shall not run short of capital halfway. It's more like 150.
It's half as much again.
We could raise the balance from the bank.
Nick Warlegan's the man for that. I'm a good friend of his. I'll undertake to get it from him.
That's settled, then. Pass the port.
Not quite. Mr. Renfrew may be a good friend of Nicholas Warlegan's, but I am not. Neither do I think it good policy to borrow from the Warlegans. They own already too much mining property hereabouts.
What do you mean by that, sir?
I think it better for all concerned if more than one bank is involved in mining. It promotes a healthy competition and will get us better terms.
I think I can guarantee to get good terms from Warlegan.
Guarantee?
I've already discussed this with him.
I think you had no right to do that, Mr. Renfrew.
And pray why not, sir? It was a general conversation. I was not told the venture was secret.
Well, business matters are best kept to ourselves until decisions are agreed upon. I hope you were not rash enough to promise him an involvement.
I merely said we should probably bank with them.
I should prefer Pascoe's.
Well, let's take a vote on it. That's the easiest way.
Oh, very well. All those in favour of banking with the Warlegans, please show. 4, 5. All those in favour of Pascoe's.
We have a tie. Since we are equally divided, and I've already opened discussions with the Warlegans...
Oh, you're a little in haste, Mr. Renfrew. As chairman, I have a casting vote, and I'm casting mine in favour of Pascoe's.
Ah.
I see why Verity's been paying so many calls on my cousin.
Well, then we can leave.
As soon as Ross returns, he's gone to meet his mining partners, but he should be back soon. We must wait to say goodbye.
Yes. Yes, of course. You'll not regret it.
Nor you, I hope, Andrew.
Oh, I'm getting the better of the bargain. I make no bones about that. The house is all ready. Just needs a woman's touch in the furnishing of it.
Oh, there is my cousin.
So this is why you visit your cousin so often, is it?
If you've anything to say it to me.
I have nothing to say to you. Get out of my way, you white murdering swine. So you run off with him, do you? You go sneaking behind my back. I'll have you whipped, Miss Judy. Leave her, please!
Stop it! Stop it! For God's sake, Francis!
The Francis!
Francis, no!
Come outside.
No.
Don't be a fool, man. Come outside.
Francis! Francis!
Come outside.
Or is it only women you're not afraid of? Is it only women you kill?
Andrew, no. No! Francis!
Verity! Verity! Oh, Verity.
Get Dr. Choke. Run! Run!
Help me into the house with him. Blame me, for God's sake!
Father's inside, he's collapsed. Ross, I think he's dying. I've sent for Dr. Choke.
On the table. Lie still. The ball passed right through. It's just bleeding a lot. Dr. Choke is coming.
Spite. Spite, Ross. You let them meet out of spite because of Elizabeth. hay, do you think?
Hot, yes.
Hot.
Yes, very hot fire. Come and give your grandfather a kiss. You clever boy. Yes.
I'm going out.
Father?
Oh, Prudie, what a lovely day. Whose be they?
Oh, never you mind, my dear. Oh.
Bye, Prudie. It's windy up these cliffs.
What's the summer going to be, Judd?
Fair, I reckon.
What are you asking for? You ain't no farmer. Might as well ask a pickle in a barrel as ask him. I found them old boots you flung away. What you fling 'em away for, them's good boots? Just a crack here and there, uppers come away a bit. I polished them up good as new they are now. You just waste money, you do. Judd?
Yeah.
Sir? Prudie's washing bedclothes. Don't know what's got into her. Something in there, spring, I reckon. You want to watch out tonight, Judd. When Prudie starts washing bedclothes, you want to watch out.
And to watch out for Prudie for a long time.
Well, you want to watch out tonight. I ain't never seen her washing clothes like that before. Spring's nipping at her real sharp. Ain't it nipping you then, Judd? Poor old Prudie. Huh. Ain't no doubt where he's going, all dressed up like a turkey. Mind you, don't blame him. Ain't much to stay home for, I reckon.
When I want your comments on your betters, I'll ask for them.
'Tis only some people's opinions whose better she'd be. 'Tain't mine.
Just keep your opinions to yourself.
So we mustn't say nothing about Mrs. Poldark, must us? Mayhap she's better than all of us.
Haven't you work to do at the house?
And better company.
Oh, here comes Ginny Carter, running like the devil's chasing her.
Count Poldark! Count Poldark! Jim was caught poaching last night. They've arrested him. He hadn't been out for months.
Was he with Nick Vigus?
Yes, I told him not to. Nick got away. Oh, God, what are we gonna do?
Whose land was he on?
Mr. Trenoglos.
Why, in God's name did... Go back to the cottage. I'll see what I can do.
Blamed fool, that Jim Carter.
No worse than some for saying it, Judd Paynter.
Oh, you're too late for dinner, Poldark, but have some port.
Thank you, no.
Or sit you down, leastways. You haven't come to ask for more money for that damn mine, have you?
No. I want a favor from you. Your men caught a poacher on your land last night, Jim Carter. Now, I know what we all feel about poaching. But I know this fellow. He's a good man. He's worked for me. It was a piece of damn foolishness, and I can promise you that being caught would be lesson enough for him. It won't happen again. I'd be greatly in your debt if you wouldn't press charges.
Why, dammy, Poldark, you're too late. I had him up before me at 9 o'clock this morning, committing him for trial at the next quarter sessions.
Oh, that was swift justice indeed. His wife wasn't even aware of it.
Not justice. That'll be done at the trial. But it was my turn of duty, and I happened to be holding a court this morning. Oh, look here, Poldark, I'm sorry. I'm damn sorry. Though you will agree that it's a disgrace the amount of game that's been lost this year. But still, if I'd known, It's his first offence? Well, I dare say if you speak up for him at the trial, perhaps they'll let him off with a warning.
Well, my thanks anyway.
Yeah. I wish I'd known earlier.
So do I. Goodbye. He's been committed for trial. He came up before the magistrate this morning. It was Mr. Triniglos himself.
They won't send him to prison. He'd never live through it.
I'll go to the trial myself. I'll take Dr. Choke with me. I'll get him to testify to Jim's bad health. Don't worry. It's his first offence. They won't be hard on him.
I told him not to go. I told him.
There were 3 sisters fair and bright, Jennifer, Rose, Rose.
Why are my boots clean? You knew I was to go to the trial today. Do you think I'd pay you to sit murdering that clavichord all day?
You don't pay me at all.
I paid your father, and that's the same.
Tempt to me. They be the wrong boots. They be the boots I cleaned. What time will he be back?
I don't know.
Well, you watch that road home. If he come home in the dark, there's plenty of rogues lying in wait for innocent folk. Yep.
How on earth do you think I managed before I brought you home?
I don't know. 'Tis a mystery to me. They all 3 loved one valiant night as the dew fell on the mulberry tree.
He hid in a tree, sir. Oh, they dogs sniffing out. His friend got away now, see, but I've a shrewd idea who 'tis though, and I shall be keeping watch directly.
We want no opinions as to his friend, Mr. Saul. Was any game found in the prisoner's possession?
No, not on him, sir, your worship. But he dropped 2 pheasants while he was running. Always, there's no doubt about the fact that he hadn't on him.
You may step down.
Tis a pity it's Warlegan, he being no friend of yours.
There's no defence offered?
No, your worship, and there's no previous conviction.
You have entered a plea of guilty. Is there something you wish to say before we pass sentence?
No, sir. Excepting I'm very sorry.
Will the court hear me?
Captain Poldark, isn't it?
Mr. Warlegan?
I wonder why you were here. Are you connected with the case?
I would like to give evidence on behalf of the accused as to his character. I know him. He's worked for me.
Will you step up to the witness stand, Captain Poldark? You may proceed.
I have known Jim Carter for some time, and his wife, Ginny, who now has a child. He's a hard-working man, a man I would trust, absolutely. He has erred here, and his punishment can already be seen on his face. Shame and humiliation that he should have fallen in this way, but That we may all do from time to time. I also know his companion, an older man, who has more reason to be in this dock than Jim Carter. Knowing them both, I have no hesitation in saying that Jim has been led astray by a very plausible rogue. Your worships cannot be unaware that times have been hard in the countryside this last winter, and the price of food has risen high. It's not difficult for a man, even of good character, when there is little to put on the table, to be tempted out one night in search of a little extra food for his family.
Poaching is a crime, Captain Poldark. Whatever you may say of the character of those committing it.
I know that, and I do not excuse it. But a court would be a poor thing if it took account only of the crime.
You must not presume to teach us our business, sir. We are well aware that other factors may be taken account of in sentencing. Please confine yourself to the evidence you have asked to give. Your opinions on the conduct of the courts are better expressed in letters to the newspapers.
I have brought Dr. Choke with me. Dr. Choke is a distinguished mining surgeon.
You are acquainted with Dr. Choke?
Dr. Choke has had occasion to examine the accused. He found him suffering from a chronic and putrid inflammation of the lung, a disease which in many cases has proved fatal.
When did this examination take place?
Some time ago, when Carter left my employ and went back to the mine. Economic pressures forced him down where he became ill again. Dr. Choke will testify to this if you will hear him.
Are you implying that a term of imprisonment may prove fatal?
I think it should not be ruled out.
Too ill to go to prison, but well enough to go poaching.
I think that puts it very harsh.
I think it puts it very well.
I think that taking into account all the factors I have mentioned, there is a case for leniency.
It is for us to determine that.
Naturally.
Would not appear so natural from the way you deliver up your opinion.
It was not my intention to do anything but plead on behalf of the accused.
Perhaps pleading does not come naturally to you, Captain Poldark. Perhaps by temperament you're more inclined to instruct. We shall overlook it. However, what we cannot overlook is the fact that a crime has been committed.
It is a first offence.
It is a first conviction.
Is it proper for a court to speculate on crimes unproven, which may or may not have happened?
It is for us to determine what is proper, not you. And I may add that I resent your presumption in coming here to instruct us in the administration of the laws, in which we have a very great experience.
There are God's laws, too, I'm told. Do you take no account of those?
You go too far, sir. You'd better step down before you are held in contempt.
I think it is not I who am held in contempt in this court.
Just a minute, sir. You are fortunate, Captain Poldark. My colleagues are of the opinion that you have allowed your heart to outrun your head and will overlook your last remark. You may step down. Carter, we have taken full account of all that has been said on your behalf, but it weighs not at all in the seriousness of the crime. Poaching is a crime. 'Tis theft as much as robbing a house is theft. 'Tis worse, for the animals often suffer horribly before they are dead. 'Tis a crime whose incidence rises every year. We are determined to put it down. Yet we shall not impose the maximum sentence allowed. The prisoner is sentenced to 2 years' imprisonment.
No!
How much longer do we reckon to go on polishing this room? You're spraying more dust than you clean.
No, I ain't. No, I am not. I just wanted to look nice when he come home.
When he comes home, if you want to talk like a lady.
I don't want to talk like a lady. I just want to talk right, that's all.
Oh, well, you won't notice whether you're polished or not. Men don't.
We do, Des. If the room ain't tidy when he come home, he might not notice all at once, but he gets cross and him don't know why.
Him doesn't know why.
Well then, tisn't.
What do you do when he takes a wife, huh?
Takes a wife?
Ah, he's got to get married someday. Then you'll have another woman in the house. That'll rub the skin off of your nose.
I won't stay here if you do.
Well, he could have a wife. Can't go on calling on that woman Margaret when he feels it coming on him.
And no one hereabouts good enough for him.
Oh, there's always someone. Be married now to that Mrs. Francis Poldark if she'd let him. Married his cousin instead. Reckon she kicks herself twice a day it goes on him. Ah, still in love with you, too. Oh, that's the master. Now I'd best get back to the kitchen, or else he'll think I've just been sitting here doing nothing.
How's Jim Carter, sir?
They sentenced him to 2 years. Fetch me the rum.
What good'll that do?
Fetch me the rum, damn it, and stop asking your damn fool questions.
Mrs. Poldark, sir. Do you still want the rum, sir?
Have I called at a bad moment?
Just returned from Truro. They sentenced Jim Carter to 2 years. I doubt he'll live through them.
Oh, I am sorry. I'd forgotten the trial was today.
Savages. They think because they're done up in their finery, they're almighty civilized people, but they're savages and worse. They treat their animals better than they treat their laborers. One day the knives will be out, and then God help them.
And whose side will you be found on, Ross?
Not on the side of the gentry, you may be sure of that. I despair of my own class sometimes. I'm sorry. Something wrong.
No, why should there be?
It's been such a long time.
Well, that's what's been wrong, then. I was passing near, and I thought, it's too long since we've seen Ross. It's time we ended this nonsense.
The nonsense wasn't mine.
Well, whoever it was, or is. Won't you come and see us now?
The quarrel was made in my house and not by me. It's for your husband to make his approaches.
He will. I come only to pave the way.
How is my uncle?
He's recovered well, but he takes things easily now and leaves more to Francis. I wish you would come and see us. It would be good for Francis. He tries hard, but...
You're looking very beautiful.
Thank you. I'm happy.
Oh, you're not happy. You wouldn't be here if you were.
Oh, Ross, I have a husband and a child.
Would you like another glass, sir?
I should not have come here. You must believe me. I did not come here looking for this.
Not looking, no. I believe that. But you found something here you hadn't lost, only mislaid. Never tell me again that you're happy. Any more than I am happy. We are not. We can live our lives and will not die because of it, but happy? No, that's something different. That's something only you and I can find together, Elizabeth.
I must go. All the same, you will come and visit us. I know it would make Verity happy, and your uncle has forgotten the quarrel.
Do you think one bottle'll be enough, sir, or shall I get you another?
Bring me another glass.
Shall I lay supper now, sir?
No.
You haven't had all day. Haven't.
You can go to bed.
I planted them marigolds when you were gone. Them will look nice when they come up. Poor Ginny. I'll go and see her tomorrow. Take some things for her. Take some things for her.
Go to bed.
I am tired. Tell me about the trial. I think it was real handsome of you to speak up for him. Many wouldn't have done it.
You'd have been better off if I'd stayed at home. I didn't do it right. I should have flattered them more, talked of us gentlemen. Fact is, I made a mess of it. Made a mess of everything.
You ain't. You have not. What are you laughing at?
You. I should not, though.
I like to see you laugh. You look different when you laugh.
It's time I paid you some wages. You're 16 now.
17. Don't matter, though. But you mustn't pay any more to my father. He don't need it now, anyway. Now that he's married that widow. Got real respectable, so they say.
All the same.
What's the matter? Do I look funny or something? I thought I looked funny the way you were staring.
No, you don't look funny anymore. You did once. But not anymore.
Do you think I look pretty at all?
Yes, very pretty.
Prettier than some?
Prettier than most.
Not the prettiest though you've ever known, ever in your life before.
Well, just now. Must be the firelight.
Ooh, see. I put on some stockings. Found them in an old trunk. Can I keep them or shall I take them off? I could take them off for shilling.
Go to bed.
Why? Why?
Come inside.
Shall I get breakfast, sir? There's porridge and eggs.
No. You can't stay here.
What?
You must leave. I'll find you a post somewhere. You're a fine young woman now. Many houses would be pleased to have you.
I don't understand. You're sending me away.
Yes, it's better.
But why? What have I done?
Nothing. But you can't stay. It must be plain to you that you cannot stay.
No, it ain't plain. It ain't plain at all. Why must I go? Is it because of last night? I didn't mean anything, really, I didn't.
It's not simply that.
I never thought I'd do that, but... Well, it was nothing. It just happened, that's all. Oh, don't spoil it. It was lovely. You were sad and... I won't do it again, I promise. Only don't send me away.
It wasn't your fault.
Well, then. Please, please don't send me away. I couldn't bear it. Oh, please, please don't send me away.
Demelza.
No, I won't go, I won't.
Listen to me.
You're going to send me away.
You must go. I can't have you here. Can't you see? It is not right. I would use you, and that's not right. I wouldn't trust myself.
I don't care.
But you would come to, and rightly so. It's better to put an end to it now. I'll find you a place somewhere, a good place. I'll make some inquiries. You won't lose by it.
So I'm to be punished, am I?
No.
Well, what else is it then? I'm happy here. I don't want to go. But I'm to be sent away like I'd done something wrong, like I stole something.
Doing this for you. Don't you see?
No. I'm to be punished because I got above myself. I should have been like Margaret, your lady of pleasure and truer, and asked for money this morning. That would have been fine. You'd have thought nothing of it. But I did it for nothing. And said I loved you and gave myself airs because of it.
That isn't so.
Oh, yes, it is so. Well, you can keep your places and your making of inquiries. I want nothing from you. I never asked for nothing. Not even wages. Because I was happy and you were kind to me. So you don't owe me anything. You needn't worry on that score. I haven't lost by being here, that I know. I've done my work and given nothing short. So we're equal. And that's fair.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving. That's what you said I'm to do.
I don't mean now, this minute.
This minute's as good as any other.
But you can't go now.
Oh, yes, I can. There ain't nothing here for me to stay for.
Where will you go?
That ain't no concern of yourn.
Don't be such a fool. Do you think I'll let you walk out of here with just the clothes on your back and nowhere to go?
The clothes on my back I made myself, and they'll do me fine. What makes you think I got nowhere to go? And only you in the world ever spared a thought for me. No need for you to worry about me. You worry about yourself, Captain Poldark. This time next week I'll have forgot I was ever here.